First things first, today is Sunday, October 11th, 2020. Sunday, October 11th, 2020, and I'm here with a spanking new van. Yes, thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate you for checking out the channel. But before I get into it today, you guys know what it is. I salute the divinity in you, and you. I respect the divinity in you. Okay? That's the first thing that I do. If you've been here if this is your first time checking me out, I definitely appreciate you and I respect the divinity in you. Whether you know that you're divinity or not, I still respect it. Alright? Based on my understanding. So I'm going to dive into it right now. I don't know where you are on your journey or on your path. Okay? I'll say that again. I don't know where you are on your journey or on your path. I don't know what it's taking you to get to what point you're at right now. All I can really do is share and tell you about where I am and how I got to where I am on my journey. Alright? And with that being said, I remember, I read a lot. I've been reading a lot for years. But I remember it came a certain time on my path and in my journey that I came across some very, very powerful information. It was profound. And it changed my life. Literally, it changed my life. I was already on the path. I was already gaining knowledge and things were just busting wide open and I was questioning everything. I got to a point where things didn't make sense. It just wasn't adding up. The numbers weren't adding up. I wasn't even aware of numbers, first of all. But when I started to become more aware, I started seeing 111. Anybody who knows anything about esoteric knowledge or knowing about consciousness, you usually start seeing that number ones because it's the beginning of the door opening for you. It's the gateway. All right, you're becoming more conscious and more aware. But I don't want to go down that path right now. Nothing is good or bad, Shakespeare. Nothing is good or bad except for what you think. Slow down. Nothing is good or bad, but it's your thinking that makes it what it is. If you think something is bad, it's bad. If you think something is good, it's good. It's your thinking that makes it what it is. You got to grasp that. I would always hear, there was a certain point in my journey where I would hear people talk about the world isn't real. It's an illusion. This is an illusionary world. Time isn't linear. Time isn't real. But I was still rushing to go to work, which I still work because I don't want to show up to work late. But they're saying time's not real. The shit was kind of crazy. How can time not be real? I still got to show up. I got to be on time. People don't practice being late. I played for a strict disciplinarian and I'm never late because I had somebody along my journey who taught me the importance of time. Now you could say time's not real. I get it. I understand it. But please don't show up to work late. Please don't show up to events late. Do your best to be on time. Okay? Moving along. People would say this is an illusionary world. The world's not real. But the money you spend at the grocery store is real. The money you spend for the gas in your car is real. These are real things because real is what's now. Real is what's now. Real is not yesterday. Real is not tomorrow. Real is what's going on right in the moment. Be in the moment. If I could tell you anything, be present. Be present in the now. We don't know what tomorrow holds. Okay? Nobody. Maybe, I don't know if you're psychic or you have that ability. Some people have clairvoyance and some people have that ability. But most people don't really know what's going to happen the next day. So if you get anything from me, live in the now. Live in the now. I could also remember growing up, people would try to scare me into believing things. Once I understood what my belief, how important my belief was, it didn't matter what other people told me. People would scare me. Church people would scare me about hell. People would scare the devil's gonna get you. Things like that. Things like that. But if you don't understand and you can't grasp, then you will walk around in fear. And most of us know fear means false evidence appearing real. If you believe in the devil, then there is a devil. But when you walk in understanding, and you get understanding, and you know that there's not two powers, there's only one power. Okay? I'm just giving it to you, giving you to how I got it. There's just one power. There's not two powers. But when you understand that there's an opposite to everything, there's an inner world, there's an outer world. There's a North Pole, there's a South Pole. There's an up and there's a down. There's a yin and a yang. You don't have to be afraid. In order for you to give the devil the same attributes as you give a God or the Creator, I find that silly. Because then you would say the devil is omnipresent. The devil would be everywhere. How could the devil be everywhere if there is a devil? Because whatever the mind thinks, that's what it becomes. Whatever you believe. The truth of the matter is, the only devil there is the one that you create in your mind. I'm going to slow that down. The only devil there is the one that you create in your mind. So if you believe in the devil, of course, there is a devil. I don't waste my energy on that. I don't waste my time on that. Whatever your experience is, that's your experience. That's your experience. I choose to put my mind on those things that are good, on those things that are wholesome, those things that are going to benefit me and it's going to benefit my family and benefit my growth. Goes back to what you put inside your mind. But if you were programmed by religion, or you were programmed by your parents or society or your community, if you've been programmed and you do not know how to think, then you're going to only repeat what's been passed down to you. So if you're in a situation and you don't know why your family's been living in the projects for 3 generations, or been living in government or subsidized housing for 3 years, maybe you should question. Maybe somebody didn't do something right. Maybe somebody didn't know how to think properly. If you're not where you want to be in life, the first place you could check is your mind. We have not, because we ask not. Slow down. We have not, because we ask not. What are you asking for? What are you asking the universe for? What are you asking the Creator for? What are you hoping for? What are you wanting? What are you wishing for? Because as a parent, I'm speaking as a parent right now. If my kids never asked me for something, how would I know that they need it or that they want it? Now, I'm pretty sure I watch my kids and I know when they need a pair of sneakers. I know when they need some clothes. I know when they need food in the house. I know when they need a roof over there. I know what they need. How do I know what they want if they don't tell me? Okay? How? I'm not going to know. But you have to go to the Creator, and with an open mind and an open heart, or the universe, or whatever you perceive the Creator to be, and go in the spirit of expectancy and knowing what it is that you desire of the Father. What you desire of the Father. I remember reading D. Wallace Wattles, The Science of Getting Rich. See, I usually throw out books. Somebody want me to show them my library. I'll get into my library at some point. I'm definitely going to show you guys my library. I'm always getting books. I've got a ton of books on my tablet. But I'm going to get back to what I was saying. I was reading D. Wallace Wattles, or I may have been listening to D. Wallace Wattles, The Science of Getting Rich. And I'm not going to hold you guys on a Sunday. And I don't know what you're into, but he said this to me. He said, there are spirits. Know this. He said, there are spirits, but they have their work to do. And just as the spirits have their work to do, you have your work to do. And I caught that. I'm like, so there are spirits, which I already knew. Most of us already know they're spirits. Spirit is energy. Spirit is mind. We know this. But spirit has its work. Spirits have its work. So do you. Now the question is, do you know what your job is? Do you know what your mission is? That's what's important. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not telling you how to do it. But just know you have enough to do here. You have enough to do here. In order to grow, in order to help your family, in order to help yourself, in order to understand yourself. All things are created in the invisible world. If you take a chair, somebody thought the chair up in their mind and then they created the chair. The automobile, somebody had an idea. Henry Ford, I believe, had an idea and he created, or he made it better. Because I heard there were some brothers around somewhere else who had the car first. Neither here nor there. The Wright brothers envisioned men flying, so they came up with the airplane. All things start in the mind. The all is mental. The all is mental. All right? I appreciate you guys for showing up with me. I salute the divinity in you. If you like this content, make sure you give it a thumbs up. All right? If you want more videos or you want to get the notifications, don't forget to hit the notification bell. Remember, we don't care about these haters because we are infinite creators. Keep creating and keep evolving. Until the next time, peace.